All right, so good afternoon. So this is Big Mike the Messenger. I just wanted to come to you with a message for today. So this message today is called Your Environment Will Not Change Unless You Do. And here's what I mean by that. So when I was young and I grew up in a low poverty environment. You know, my parents, we grew up in a low middle class area. Well, actually, yeah, like a almost like a low class area, but it was like low middle class. You know, we was able to, we was able to pay rent and all that stuff. We didn't have to worry about food stamps, but still, our situation was a bit different. So there was a few things that my parents weren't able to outgrow because of the fact that mentally they didn't have the capacity to outgrow that environment. So that's going to be the message: is you will not change. Your environment will not change unless you do. So this is the point that I'm going to make with it. One, in order for me to get out of that environment, I had to graduate high school, and I knew that information and knowledge was going to be my key to making sure that I got out of that environment. Once I got into the military, so I went in the military. So once I went in the military, did my 4 years, got out, moved to Orlando. Once I got down to Orlando, I began to understand that it's not just what you know, but it's also who you know. But there were three key books that I started focusing on in order for me to see how my value kept increasing. And then I became too wealthy mentally to sit in those environments. So the first book I want to show you that helped me enhance into the next level of life was the Bible. So this book right here was the book that helped me understand life. And obviously, you can tell that throughout every video, I really do messages about life. So I pretty much hold like small life lessons, give you life sessions about life. Now, the second book that I want to show you that I read Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This book actually helped me understand how much information that you needed to gain before you move on to the next level in life. So it's about thinking. If a man controls how much information you know, then they can control how you think. But if you get an opportunity to think, you got to remember all corporations is just an idea, and they're just ideas that are supported by a multitude of people. It's not the building, it's really just the idea. So when you have somebody with an idea that can execute the idea to perfection, that's what you call a corporation. And then the third book that I want to bring to your attention is this one. So this is the Napoleon Hill book, How to Outwit the Devil. And it's really talking about fear and how to get over fear and how to find and how to see and identify all the traps that's going to come along your way throughout life in order for you to grow. Now, what's going to happen is the more information you gain, you will outgrow problems. When I was young, I had financial problems, but I got a chance to start to understand. I read Rich Dad Poor Dad also. When I read Rich Dad Poor Dad, then it kind of put me in a situation of where I understood the difference between assets and liabilities. So I stopped pouring into the assets. I'm sorry. So I stopped pouring into liabilities and I started pouring more into assets. So now here I am. I'm not living check to check, luckily, and I'm glad for that. And I'm speaking in colleges because of the fact that I was fully aware that it's more important for me to trade my talent for money than it is to trade my time for money. And that's pretty much how it works. So that's the message I want to get out to you, is to make sure that you understand that we all have gifts and talents, for starters. And then the second thing is you're going to have to enhance your mind. So we all have gifts. And since we are fully aware that we have gifts, I want to make sure that you understand that you got to have faith that God gave you a gift, right? So have faith that God gave you a gift. Consistently feed your gift. Instead of doing things that isn't going to be beneficial to you, stop wasting your time going out to the clubs all the time, going out on dates. It's okay to be single at this point in life, but make sure that you focus on being consistent with with developing your gifts and your talents. And then all it takes is hard work. Once you develop your gifts and talents, serve people with that hard work. And I guarantee you, watch how your life will change. If you don't like the environment you're in, change your state of mind, and your environment will change the same way your state of mind will. But once again, this is Big Mike the Messenger. I'm sorry this video took too long for me to post tonight, but I'm definitely posting it, so it'll be on shortly. But please hit like, hit share, make sure you comment. And remember, I am Big Mike the Messenger. I'm here to build heaven on earth. We don't follow standards, we set them. And the lifestyle I live is faith, consistency, and hard work. All right, talk to you soon. I'm going to drop another video tomorrow. Love you. Y'all be safe. Take care. And once again, let's build heaven on earth.